Are we rolling?
You were rolling.
Okay. So this is just some nice variations on something called the Pallof press. Now the Pallof press is an exercise where you anchor the band, and you can use one or two of these depending on how much tension you want. And you put it in your hand like so, bring them together, clasp, and you start in the midline and you press out, and this band is trying to twist me, but I'm not letting it, okay? I'm gonna keep my hands in the midline. They'll creep over here if you're not careful, and I'm keeping my shoulders and my hips facing you. The other thing I'm thinking about is my back is in a neutral position. I'm not here, and I'm not here. I've got neutral. I've drawn in my belly and elongated from my ribs to my hips a little bit, so there's some little tone here. And I'm not pressing so hard with my belly that I can't breathe. I notice I'm talking and I'm breathing. So the first thing is this. And when you get good at this, you can start to then vary. You can start to do some circles. You can stir the pot. Okay? And of course you do both directions. Because now it's trying to twist me this way. Okay? Now the next version, now you say you do that for a week or so and you're feeling fine with that. Let's add something. Let's add some squats with it. So as I'm doing a functional squat, I really have to work my core to not let the band twist me. Okay? And I'm going to squat and stir the pot, or make some circles, and come back up. Okay? And now here's another thing to add. I'm going to march. And for people who have no other injuries that prevents them from this, and they're feeling up to it, you can progress to running on the spot a little bit, a little jog. And that's really taking a lot of effort to not let it twist me. So that's how you progress that. Now, some things you can do facing the band. I put the band up a little higher on the top of the door, typically for this one. But you can put it here too. And I'm going to pull down. Sometimes I call this the Frankenstein pull down, because you're like Frankenstein. You're going to hold it there and breathe and march. And I'm holding that tension here. If I turn my palms this way and bring my blades back further, it feels like a different sensation. If I do this, this one I call the stick 'em up, or hey, it wasn't me, I didn't do it kind of position. And again, march. And you can progress these to that. Okay? Great. So those are just some variations on the Pallof press. So the last one, we didn't face the other way. The last variation, you face this way. And you put I go underneath the armpits. I find it a little better. It doesn't get in the way. Some people do this with it on the outside, but I find it gets in the way. So I go underneath my armpits and put your band in there. And you step forward.
And push them out.
And you push them out. And you can do push-ups. You can hold and march. And again, if you feel so inclined, you can progress a little jogging on the spot as you do that. And I also do sort of wax on, wax off stuff. This way, that way. Punching too, punching while marching. Leaning and holding that core steady the whole time.
Wow.
Okay?
Yeah.
So lots of suggestions to try. Only go at a level that's comfortable for
Can
you.
you turn this off?
Nothing should hurt, and you want to be able